Parts of your DNA aren't human. Right now, inside your body, there are sequences of genetic code that did not come from your parents and were not part of the original design of what you call yourself. They are not mistakes. They are not accidents. They are remnants of something far older, something that invaded your ancestors and never truly left. We usually think of viruses as temporary, something you catch, something that passes through you, something your immune system defeats. But there is a class of virus that does not behave like that at all. It does not come and go. It does not simply use your body, it rewrites it. These are retroviruses. A retrovirus does something most biological systems should not be able to do. It takes its genetic material and forces it into the very code that defines you. It doesn't just hijack your cells temporarily, it changes the instructions those cells will follow forever. To understand how permanent this is, you have to go down to the level of your DNA. A retrovirus enters a cell and uses an enzyme called reverse transcriptase. This enzyme allows it to convert its RNA into DNA, effectively translating itself into the same language your body uses to build and maintain life. Once that viral DNA is created, it does something irreversible. It inserts itself into your genome. At that moment, something crosses a line that biology normally does not allow to be crossed. The virus is no longer separate from you. It is written into you. Your body does not erase it. It does not quarantine it. It accepts it as part of its own instruction manual. And from that point on, every time your cell divides, that viral code is copied. Not once, not temporarily, but endlessly, across every new cell your body produces. It spreads through you quietly, invisibly, as your body continues to function, completely unaware that its own code has been altered. If this happens in reproductive cells, the consequences become even more profound. Because then this foreign genetic material is not just part of one body, it becomes part of inheritance. It is passed down, generation after generation. A biological intrusion that outlives the original infection by millions of years. And this is not theoretical. Scientists have discovered something deeply unsettling inside the human genome. Around 8% of it is made up of viral DNA. Not active infections, not temporary contamination, but permanent viral sequences embedded into human biology itself. These are called endogenous retroviruses. In other words, your DNA contains the remains of ancient viruses that once infected your ancestors so long ago that the infections themselves are gone, but their genetic fingerprints remain. They are not alive in the traditional sense, but they are still there, written into you, structured into you, silent but present. This means that your genome is not a pure human code. It is not a single, uninterrupted lineage of biological inheritance. It is layered, fragmented, built from human ancestry, but also from thousands of ancient viral invasions that became permanently embedded into what life is. And once you see it that way, a disturbing question begins to form. If parts of you came from viruses, then where exactly do you begin? Because some of these viral sequences are not just passive remnants. Evolution did something even more unsettling with them. It kept them. One of the most important genes involved in pregnancy, a gene called syncytin, originated from an ancient retrovirus. This gene is essential for forming the placenta, the structure that allows embryos to develop inside the body. Without it, reproduction as we know it would not exist. That means something once considered purely destructive, something that invaded and altered life against its will, became essential for life itself to continue. A virus did not just infect life, it helped define it. But retroviruses are not just relics of the distant past, they still exist today. One of the most well-known is HIV, a virus that integrates itself directly into human DNA. Once it enters a cell, it does not simply float around or get destroyed easily. It hides inside the genome itself. It becomes part of the genetic landscape of the cell. And from there, it can remain dormant, invisible, silent, waiting. This ability to disappear into your own biology is what makes retroviruses so difficult to eliminate. Because once the genetic change happens, there is no clear separation anymore between infected and self. The boundary breaks.
Even more unsettling is what scientists are still trying to fully understand. Some of these ancient viral sequences may still influence human biology today. Many are inactive, but some appear to affect how genes are turned on or off, how the immune system responds, and possibly even aspects of development in ways that are not yet fully mapped. Which means parts of your evolutionary past are not just written in your DNA, they may still be active within it. Your genome is not a fixed blueprint. It is not a clean, stable code passed down unchanged through time. It is a living archive of every biological invasion your species has ever survived. Every virus that entered your ancestors, every sequence that was not removed, every fragment that was absorbed instead of destroyed. So when you hear the phrase, "parts of your DNA aren't human," it is not metaphor, it is not exaggeration, it is a description of your biological reality. And the most unsettling part is not that this happened, it is that it is still inside you. Not as an infection that your body is fighting, but as part of what your body has become. And somewhere in that code, history is still written.